Hi everyone, welcome to the next episode of my SimCity 4 Let's Play of Pinecastle. I know it's been a long time since the last episode, and I'm sorry it's been so long, but I had a lot of things going on. I mentioned in my other series that I had some bugs with my computer that had to be worked out, and I was away from my main computer for a long time too, so now it's all fixed and everything, so fortunately I can make videos again. Yeah, so before I load up the city, I'll just mention, I think in the last episode, I had been recently at least messing around with kind of this rail intersection, I suppose. This collection of switches you see there. And I kind of thought it through a while after I got off that, and decided like what would be the kind of the rail lines between the cities. And so I decided there's probably going to be one line that would go from Stonegate Moor, which is here, and there's the terminus station, and to Pinecastle, and then to New Concord. And I think that there would probably be another one in the future that should terminate here as well. Stonegate Moor, kind of use this new track and go out to the north, where there's nothing much yet except for a Skywatch, just a city here. And I'm planning a new one for this area as well. I've actually drawn up a plan, well, not drawn it, but created it with an image editing program, and I might make a video about that pretty soon, showing it come together, the game. But anyway, there could be two rail lines, and one of them would kind of just go here, the other through this area, kind of. So yeah, that's basically it about that. Been working on highways around here as well, otherwise in the region, kind of naming things, so making connections. Go ahead and load up Pinecastle. You can see some more of that too. Naming of roads I've done. After the last video, sometime at one point I went through and named some of the main roads, and some of the not as important ones, like this State Street, which is probably pretty standard for the United States, kind of street name you see a lot in cities. Yeah, anyway, so Imperial Avenue becomes goes along the coastline here, and it'll be extended later on. So yeah, also about the highways. So I have this as T1. I had kind of debated with myself for a while to let's pull out again. Whether this should be T1 highway or T4. As soon as this loads, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because, let's see, transportation map. So here it is, connecting the most important cities in the region already. So let's see, this right here, this is called the Cross Island Skyway, this section in New Concord, and that's T1, curves around here and follows this route. I wasn't sure if T1 would go through here and go through the future tunnel to connect with Stonegate Moor, but this is all T1 and this is T1 as well. I wasn't sure because this part is T4 highway, and it might have designated it all the way to Pinecastle here. So yeah, that was just T1. It's, you know, the first numbered highway and the main one in the region connecting these cities, so I thought that was appropriate. So it just follows this entire route. So yeah, obviously I put a lot of thought into it, kind of, at times, I guess, what things should be named and what they should be numbered or lettered. So yeah, I've got T1E and T1L, which is for express highway and local highway lanes. Of course, the local one is what is the ground level here, and the express is underground. This will have interchanges, another one or two in the future, so yeah, anyway, got a few names you might notice. So, back to actual city building. So, well, there's a lot I can do here, of course. It's been a while, so lastly, I was probably working on creating more jobs. It's always a big motivation for the city here, because there's a lot of unemployment, you see, and that happens a lot in some of my cities, I guess, so I try to zone as much commercial and industrial as possible. And for demand here, I have very low commercial office demand for some reason. I've noticed that lately in a lot of my cities, actually. And I don't know why that is, but it's kind of decimating my office districts in a couple cities, and I'm trying to keep that from spreading too much. So demand has fallen sharply, but high-tech industry is way up there. Very nice amount of demand at the moment, so that's good. That's a good thing I'll zone for pretty soon. Services are maxed out. It seems like they often are, at least for low and medium wealth for some reason. Yeah, nothing for dirty or manufacturing industry. So yeah, okay. Forgot what I was gonna say, but I'll just keep zoning some more. Not in this area, but over the high-tech area is right here, of course. Let me think. What had I decided for the boundary here, I wonder? I honestly don't quite remember. Because I thought kind of this area would be the boundary, this road here. I don't want my low-rise high-tech industry warehouses and factories and everything. They're like right next to the skyscrapers of downtown. So I'll probably keep it maybe around here, maybe actually extend it about to right here and say where this railway ends. Because clearly this road isn't the boundary, there's development on this side of it, so yeah, so I'll start by extending State Street a little bit. Just as much for now, and build a new road here. And that will serve as the actual boundary for the high-tech industrial zone. So, yeah, of course there's no reason it can't be near urban development, because it doesn't pollute. But I'd like to keep it a little bit separated. So anyway, looks like this isn't going to work out for this road going under this railway, because it's curved and you can't put an underpass under that curved puzzle piece. So let's extend diagonally here. I'll keep it going diagonal underneath the railway. I don't usually end up building the viaduct railways, but they're useful, of course, for freight rails. There's no alternative. Like for passengers, you can have all different kinds of networks, but freight, you can have viaducts. That's useful. Built one in another city recently too. Let's see. Would it be reasonable to? Yeah, I think it would be okay to just extend this all the way to this avenue to Emerald Way. And yeah, I can put turn lanes here. I've got plenty of space there. I'll go ahead and finish this overpass. Looks like we've got a bit of stuff looking like offset a couple pixels here. This road texture, I don't know why that is. I know there's an asymmetrical sort of thing, you know, if you drag it one way or the other way. Like, they're not perfectly lined up in some situations, but I don't know about diagonals. But anyway, sometimes you can, like, place the puzzle piece a different direction, but I don't think you can here, so I'll just deal with it, I guess. Not noticeable. I'll go with a smooth curve, and looks a little messed up with this area right here. It's not so bad though. So I'll make it a sharp curve actually. I don't want smooth curves everywhere because I don't know, it's just here's a sharp one, it's an intersection, so yeah. And as far as this road goes, I'll actually extend it further past the avenue, and that will connect with this yet unnamed road here. For now, I'll take care of the turn lanes right now too. Won't take long. So I'll give it the standard, my standard 3 tiles turn lane. I always alternate it with the blank tile between the ones with the arrows, which I just messed up, I think, so there it is. So now we go to a different menu for the other ones for the avenue. Network widening mod avenue, and mouse is acting up a little bit. So there's buttons on the mouse for rotating the view and object, so sometimes it's an old mouse, kind of hard to press, but anyway, I have 3 tiles of turn lane on the main avenue here as well, so I'll keep that here. I'll put these here, and blank piece. Sorry if I sound a bit out of it today. Just a little bit tired, but that's alright. Still getting to make this video, so I'll just go ahead and extend this road a bit more past that intersection, or curve actually. I wonder if I should extend this one or this one, because I mean, it's really a 3-way intersection, it's not really something that matters, but I'll go with this one, because it's kind of like which way you build it, you know? These 3-way intersections, the way the game tiles are set up, it's like you're extending it this way, or this way, like one or the other is the one that appears to visually continue, so I just usually make it the more important of the two. Yeah, I think I'll leave this tile for noise walls and put trees in this blank space probably. Since the RHW6S doesn't have, or has an overhang, don't occupy that space. So yeah. So, I'm not going to extend this road all the way to this avenue. That would be probably a pretty bad idea considering how close this intersection already is to the other stoplights with the diverging diamond interchange here, the highway. So, I'll be curving it, making a corner or whatever, with these one-way roads here. So I'll probably extend it right to there. And just curve that 90 degrees. I could use the 2x2 tiles, small 90-degree curve puzzle piece, but I'd like to use this one right here, the draggable one, which is a bit sharper, but still looks nice. Because it's kind of an urban, it's an urban area, of course. And space is, you know, more valuable. Because when, you see, you can just, with these, the advantage of that is you can zone in this tile right here is available. It's like a sharp corner, you can use that tile. And with the ploppable one, that's not available, it's a bit smoother, but you can't fill that in, it would just be grass, because it's not textured sidewalk, so, anyway. What I do is make an intersection like that, right here. So, got the one lane that kind of curves around. Left turn only here, right turn, and the right lane goes straight to this road, you know. So that's pretty standard type of one-way road and road intersection for a corner, I guess. Continue these as well. Yeah, I can't really extend them past the highway right here because this road is sloped down and I can't connect to it or anything, so tight space anyway. Otherwise I'd have to build an overpass if I wanted to do that. So, I think right now I'll take care of the noise walls I wanted. It's just I realize it's kind of pointless if the buildings are much taller than the walls. Skyscrapers are nearby. Well, just, I don't know, an aesthetic thing, kind of. Yeah, so, can provide some sort of barrier, some noise reduction at least. People at street level. Otherwise, I'd probably put a fence in the tile next to the highway. I often get comments about my plugins set and whether I could share that somehow by email or Google Drive or whatever. But unfortunately I can't really do that. I mean, I'd love to, you know, make it easier on you guys and make it, make them all available to my viewers, but the problem with that is, sort of intellectual property concerns. You know, I mean, I can't really redistribute people's, it's like redistributing the plugins and all at once, all the ones I have, it's kind of not permitted, at least in Centropolis and other sites, so I don't want to do that, so sorry about that. I'd love to do it, but that's just something you'll have to find as individual files. I try to list as many as I can on my About page of my channel, so yeah, hopefully you can find them well enough there. So what was I going over here? Oh yeah, I was going to look at the power view. Okay, so it's fine. Not cut off by that. I did demolish that power line, of course. So I'll take the time right now, I guess, to plant the trees here along the highway. I don't know about most places around the world, but at least in my state, in the United States, it seems like the Department of Transportation would normally avoid stuff like this, you know, keep trees far from the highway. Because if there's a highway going through a forest that I've been on before, you know, I suppose they just kind of clear the trees to an area on either side of the highway for a while, a ways, so they don't let them like be like this right up to the highway, because I'm guessing that's probably because there was a storm and trees flew over into the freeway. That would be a pretty bad situation, of course, so I don't know if other governments usually would bother doing that, but I personally think it just looks nicer, you know. I mean, it doesn't look very good with these textures and everything. Kind of hide that empty space next to the highway, at least in my city. So a bit of a step away from like ultimate realism, I guess. Just for a few things, you know. Like in my other series, I put trees. Save the game real quick. I put trees under my power lines, and that doesn't usually happen, I don't think, in real life either, so I just like to film these blank areas with trees just for making it look nice. So it does look nice, I'd say. Looks great now. And that is finished. Unfortunately, I've got a little bit of cliff rock texture that I can't hide right here, because if I put something with a base texture like this, it would cover it up. It would cover up the part of the freeway here. So I have to just put trees there and pretend they're growing out of the rock somehow, but how long here maybe I'll fill that with trees as well. I'm going to just take care of it right now. A little bit of it, just this section until here. And do a few other things. What's cool about these slope retaining walls I use is that some of them are designed for planting trees on them. They look grassy or mossy or something. And you can plant trees on any of them if you want, but some of them are like the more rural or residential looking ones, suburban types. Put trees on that, looks nice. So yeah. Now, let me finish this wall some more, and I've had the game paused quite a while now. I don't think there's any reason I'll need it paused. Of course, I'll pause it if there's like something going to happen with development that I don't want to have happen. Sorry about that noise is back again. You didn't miss that, I suppose. It's the station, metro station, I think, that causes some glitch a lot, but yeah. Usually keep it paused if I'm about to like fill in a zone, put a road through a zone so that things don't develop and get destroyed. Okay. So, yeah, I should curve the wall here, because the highway curves. I want the same piece here, actually. Near the end of that. So what I want here is probably, come on. Okay. Mouse acting up again. I think I'll put diagonal pieces, walls right here. I could follow this road more closely. and not the highway. These are base textures, matching and everything. This is the wrong one. Okay, here's what I'm looking for. See if I'm lucky. If I'm lucky, I won't have to curve it again, I guess. Get rid of these, actually. Okay, so I've been having a major issue with my game lately as well, where it freezes for as much as sometimes 30 seconds or 2 minutes or whatever, and then unfreezes, but so that won't happen, I don't know though. So let's hope that doesn't happen. That happened in a different city, maybe it was something to do with the city, I'm not sure. It's really annoying me lately. I'm not sure why that's happening. Usually seems to be when I rotate the view, but anyway. Tried a few things to fix it, nothing's worked so far. Alright, great, that's what I wanted. Fits in with this curve as well, and yeah, looks great. Get some more trees to complete this. Looks good. Alright. It's not letting me put the mirror. Maybe it's the label? Doesn't make sense, but it might be. Yeah, it's weird. It doesn't let you sometimes just put them where you should be able to, I guess. That is strange. Put some more trees right here. Fill this area in. And yeah, it's stopping around that label. That's strange. Maybe I have to actually remove it. I wouldn't be surprised if the game was going to do something weird like that. It's not like they're solid or anything. Yep, that was it, I guess. Alright. No problem. I can just put it back and it will be fine still. Stay there. Alright. Label T1L. Okay. Save again. So that takes care of some of this. Let's see, I started out wanting to fix an employment problem, didn't I? By making new high-tech industrial areas. I haven't really accomplished that so far, I suppose. Just doing beautification type things along existing areas, but extend some new places too. That's kind of why I have to do this. Gotta be done sometime, so I'll take care of it now. That's enough trees for there. And now I'll take care of these zones. So, of course, the good thing about industry of any kind in this game is that it doesn't need tight zones or street grids. So I can just probably zone in this entire block, and maybe eventually all of that will be developed, or I could just put something in the middle maybe. I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't want another intersection here, so I guess I'll probably be reasonable to put another road here instead. There. So yep. Even if it would have filled it up, it's kind of far from a large block, so I'll just subdivide it like this. Here I'll extend this, I can put it there, but not on a full intersection, because that would cause traffic congestion. So I guess if traffic will go left here, it would have to, well, I could just go around the roundabout, so that's the advantage of having that there. So, I guess I'll just put trees along this wall as well. Because I don't know what else to fill it in with. Yeah. I might just fill this with trees also. Be a little bit of forested area. I have enough space for that to be a little industrial yard or something. But that's alright. So, time for the walls. The high-tech kind. Still got that demand going, so that's great. And put it right there. Gonna get a corner piece here. And I'm going to leave most of it open. Oops, other density. Leave it open to the road, the zone right up to the road. Otherwise, if I just use the gate entrance pieces with the street, they wouldn't have jobs or provide jobs. They would, but no one would take them. There wouldn't be any traffic, so yeah, could leave that open. And here, I'll just zone this all in. I think I'll actually put a wall along the main avenue. I think I'll put a gate entrance right here, though. There. That's nice with the high-tech when you get a little gatehouse and everything, so... Yep. So I'm going to try and wall off most of this avenue with the fence. For this industrial zone. Not all of it, though. I'll extend it around here, because it's kind of a main thoroughfare, and probably more better for the industrial parks to have their access for these stoplights and everything, not directly onto the avenue with driveways. So, yeah. Continue with the fences. Extend it to the middle of there. So, actually, I'll extend that to the end of the median here. I think that should be good. Well, maybe a little bit more. That way. There. Alright, let's build in the zoning now. What else? I wanted a dumpster along the fence. I forgot about putting one of those. Place it here. And for this area, another one. Up there, maybe. Actually, right here. So it's more accessible. It's an open space in front of it. Okay. And this is just a regular couple of intersections with stoplights. I don't think I'll put any turn lanes for now, at least. Probably could here. Or maybe I'll just put them at this one. We've got a lot of turn lanes on this section of the road. So, probably can unpause the game now. Works out well lengthwise. I got 3 tiles each side of this transition. This narrow transition is pretty useful. I just wish they had one for avenue as well. Hopefully that gets made sometime. Here I'll put 2 tiles is all I've got space. Actually 1 tile here. Maybe I'll get rid of this so I can put a longer turn lane. And I can probably put the gate back here. That won't interfere with the turning lane. So, let's make these 2 tiles long, just like this one. There you go. So now it's starting to develop, of course, and looking good. So, how's demand going? Oh, that's not good. Well, it was very volatile there, I guess. Just 2 factories and it's already well below 0. so it's too bad. Not gonna provide much jobs that way. But I've got some high wealth commercial service demand. So we'll see if anything happens with that, I guess. How are my schools doing here? Looks fine. Made the historical right. Okay. And oops. Just checking to make sure these are here to stay, because I like those buildings. Alright, so still need a lot more jobs. Running out of that demand already. I've got plenty of commercial zones, and they're all not densely developed, a lot of them at least. There are a lot of, not that there are a lot of high density commercial services, they're high wealth. Some that use the same building. I don't see any that are that kind of development. So hopefully they'll replace these soon. Fortunately, we have a lot of residential demand and development following that, so that's going to cause even more unemployment. Funny how the game works sometimes, I guess. I guess what I could do about that is probably tax them some more. I already lowered taxes, so that's not going to do anything to lower demand. So I don't know, because well, I'm making a lot of money already from taxes, but I don't know why did I lower them? I guess just to kind of be a catalyst for development, but I guess I don't want that for residential, so I'm going to re-raise them back to their default values, maybe a little bit higher actually. Medium and high wealth will go up by 0.1. There. And take a while, but shortly you should see drops in demand. All of these are, oh, there you go. This is the office version of this building, and they're mostly offices, it looks like. This and that are services, high wealth, so that's the kind of demand there is, so that's good, I guess. A little bit of development there. So this awkward position for the jail. I might have to just demolish that and make it build one a different area. It's kind of an industrial sort of area with these high-tech factories and everything. But it seems to be causing crime. I hear a lot of gunshots and such things, so it's kind of awkward. I thought just right next to this nice hotel and right on the canal and everything, so there's this low-rise, or mid-rise jail. There's a lot of crime right there. How's my police force? I got this Finnish police headquarters. I think it's supposed to cover the entire city. I don't see any radius on the map, so doesn't seem to be doing a lot for it though. And it's maxed out for funding, so you know, I can only do so much, I guess, with a lot of these, so probably will need to build some local police stations. Yeah, I'll probably want to do that right about now, actually, because this is pretty bad. Yeah. It's also affected by your education levels, which aren't too great now, but they should be improving still. Because my schools are funded well enough. And okay, take care of crime, and you probably saw earlier there was a mainly abandoned industrial area here. Thought I had taken care of this already. It's supposed to be high tech, of course, like this area. What happened is the anchor factories were replaced by manufacturing ones. So that caused the buildings that depended on them to abandon. Strange how they never be replaced by anything else. It seems like the anchor building is replaced and these other ones are there to stay. So anyway, it's high density, so it should be high tech in development. Once I get demand, which I've got a little bit now, I've got manufacturing too, so we'll see what appears there. Hopefully high tech, because it's close to a downtown area, so, or the urban area, so keep the pollution down. You have to do something about this jail sometime, but we'll see. Later on, I think. Like I mentioned, I have to build some more police stations. I'll go with the biggest one I can, which is the deluxe police station, since it's unlocked already. Pretty easy to do, I guess. I'll just put one maybe right near this new developed zone, or undeveloped. Or maybe I'll put it right around here where there is development, but it's a duplicate of an obvious building, or a conspicuous building. So I don't want two of those, it looks weird, so I'll fill that in here. So, yeah. I have a mod recently I installed which relots a lot of buildings, not just the reward buildings, but residential and commercial as well. I'll need a lot of converting my city to work with that if I decide to keep it, but so you can see this is not the default lot. It's got parking in front, which isn't too nice, I guess. I wouldn't have made that design decision myself, I guess, but one of the points of it is that you can get access to the parking lot in the back, you know, there's a driveway, so that's good. I liked it with the lawn, sloped lawn in front of the building. It made it look more, I don't know, formal. And oh well, at least there's a fence there. It kind of makes it look more urban, unenclosed maybe. So yeah, go ahead and pause that. So we got some more abandoned buildings. So I need more police stations than just this one, of course, so let's look at where else I can put some. Put one out here, take care of that right now, I guess. And that'll be a small police station, I guess. Looks like there was a relotted version or a regular version. This one, that's interesting. This one has a smaller lot, actually. Made it more compact with the mod. So yeah, okay. It's a big radius for here. I think maybe I can just put some kiosks here in this outlying sort of industrial area. Makes sense, I think. It actually covers it well enough. Kind of. Well, I could put it here. There'd be no road connection, fortunately. That would be the best place for it, though. I like this industrial, I don't know, park area here, though, because I think it wasn't developing for a while at first, but now it's all kind of looks, it's very filled in. I like the kind of realistic big parking lot around the factories, although I often see big parking lots that are on a giant plant or factory, individual one, but that's cool though. I'll just have to put police kiosks right here. Maybe right here, in this area. Yeah. I have to put more than one because I can't fit it in its ideal location. But whatever. That's alright. By this entrance here. And I'll put another one. See, I'll need one or two more for the rest of the zone here. Right about here, maybe. Yep, that would work. And I'll need another one. Just one more. Alright. So, as far as larger, major police stations, put a couple more. And one right about in this area, somewhere around here, I think. So there's kind of open space. So that is great. Right there. A little weird when the police station is by far the shortest building around. Well, I guess it isn't right now, but sometimes you get skyscrapers everywhere around it, and it's so short. I wish there was like a skyscraper police station or something, like in the ground floors or something, you know. But I haven't found one, so yeah. And I guess that's a good place, though. Actually, move it down. Come to think of it, right about there. So the corner of the streets has probably potentially have a taller building. Now, if I put one here, it'll be overlapping out, but it's the large police station, though. Let's use the relotted version. There's another one I see. The default one. Look pretty much the same from here. I'll plop them and see what the lots look like. Default, I guess. And the new one. Yeah, for some reason for this kept the default lot as a separate option. Which would have been nice for the other station. Looks like one of them has a smaller radius. Looks like unfortunately the relotted version has a small radius because they have a mod to increase their radii, and that's not affecting the new lot, I guess. So, I'll need more of them if I'm going to use that. It is a better lot, so I'll put one here. Use the relotted version. So that kind of belongs right here. There's obviously no road connection yet, but I'll figure that out later. I'll probably put some overpasses with these one-way roads. Let's extend it right now so it can work properly. See, where would be the best place to put that, I wonder? So right around here. What about this? I don't want to replace something that's too tall. Wanted to put it right there, I think. I don't know. 'Cause that's kind of close to the main headquarters too, I guess. So, I mean, this is supposed to cover the entire city to some extent. Maybe I don't need a radius of coverage covering everything. I don't know. It might be better to just put it right here, though. I'll do that. I'll put it in place of this building. Oriented the same way as the other buildings, I suppose. In that direction. So now we've got a good coverage pretty much everywhere. So, that's good. Alright, so I've still got a lot of unemployment. I've got manufacturing demand pretty well. I guess I'll have to deal with that later because I feel I'm like ending the episode about now, so I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.